Okay, welcome back to another episode of Aspera. For those of you guys who are unfamiliar with the game, Aspera is a sci-fi colony builder-up where you get... you are an AI, and it is your job to create a thriving colony on Mars. This is Mars. And it is up to you, of course, to create this colony for mankind. Now, first thing is first, you of course have to build a colony, you get a whole bunch of colonists, and then it's your job to terraform the planet. And you do that by these different stages here. Currently we're on level stage 3. That's the ecopoiesis. So we're looking at increasing the amount of oxygen and the amount of water in our on our planet. Of course, also raising the temperature to above 0 degrees. So create the right conditions for life, increase O2 levels to 1 millibar, that's what this was for, and temperature to 0 degrees Celsius, so that's what this was for. And the water has to be stocked up to 400 meters. Currently we're at 362, so we're doing okay. Now there's several ways we can get more water. Let's let me show you guys. You have, of course, the Aerobreak ice asteroid, which we are already researching, and not researching, but what we're actually going to be doing. We need some more electronics and some more parts for that. And or you can just let it naturally occur. So this is all water currently. It's seeping out of the regolith. It's coming to the surface for some strange reason. I'm not quite sure exactly why. This is also a lot of atmosphere that's frozen. So my guess is this is, because it's negative 6 degrees Celsius, I think this is ice and not yet water. I think it's just ice. So we want to increase that. Well, we also have a third base over here. This base is going to let us get a little bit more resources because it's in a resource-rich environment. Now, of course, we have options to go for other resource-rich environments. This is a rich environment in, it's quite rich in water and in metal for iron. And over here we have chemicals. I think that's aluminium. So we do want to eventually start moving. Our base over here is in a very poor region. There's nothing here at all. Our main base is also in a very reasonably poor region. There's mostly aluminium here. That's about it. There's nothing else there. So we want to improve our colony by moving a little bit closer to water. And to do that, because we have such a low amount of water at the moment, we want to increase that amount of water. We have to move to this little spot here and mine that water out. So that's what we'll be doing, or trying to do in this episode, because we do have a little bit of a problem. We have some buildings here that require some maintenance, and maintenance buildings require that our maintenance drones, these guys over here, we have 27 out of 126, that they actually get made and built. But the thing is that a maintenance facility takes polymers and electronics, and we currently have a very serious shortage of electronics. So, but we need the water for our colonists, otherwise our colonists will just leave. We currently have almost 700 colonists out of the 900 that we can have total. And we want to get that level up as much as high as possible. So let's go over here to our third base. Now these buildings here are all crying out for some maintenance. So I want to build a maintenance facility over here and get every one of these buildings in that range as much as possible. Like right there. Perfect. Well, this thing is going to take polymers, which we still have to build, this polymer factory over here, and chemicals. But it's going to need, sorry, not chemicals, my mistake. I mean, it's going to need electronics. The chemicals we need for our food factory, which we will be building here, because if we want to have a Lohitanga ruins research facility over here, we need to have the facility produce food and water so that we can have our colonists stay here. Otherwise, they will also just die. We don't want that. So let's go. Chemical plant's coming up. That's going to be needed for our polymer factory. It's excellent. We should of course also build another chemicals factory over here. But for now, let's just stick to this. We have a bunch of glass over here waiting. And we also have an electronics factory over here that has that needs aluminium. We don't really have enough aluminium. A lot of water, but not much in the way of aluminium. Aluminium, we only have like, I think it's one aluminium mine, and there isn't that much aluminium to talk about. Nothing to really write about, to home about. So we need to get some more aluminium. For that, we need another, of course, another ecological scanner, which, sad enough, takes a lot of electronics. To make electronics, we need, yeah, as you can see, aluminium. So that's basically a limitation to how much we can actually build here. But we have a lot of water, which is excellent because we need that for our main facility. As you can see, it's quite a long distance between our main facility and our third building site over here. So I'm not quite sure exactly if we can get to that. But having said that, we need to get to this side over here. This is another water spot. There's quite a lot of water here, and we want to get to that. So we want to put down some power over here, right there, and over here. Start this movement towards the mine over here. This section. This is a little bit of water that we can be building here. And I want a worker hub over here as well. So let's put that down. Can we put that down? Excellent, there. And then we should be able to put down the water extractor right there. That will get us that water that we need. And I want to also put on a road over here. I think we'll need another maintenance facility here. Like that. Gives us a lot of space over here in between to build stuff. And we'll get that water that will give us... it's going up now again finally, so it means we are finally producing more than we're actually consuming. But food is also on the rise. It's getting a little bit better. We're managing. It's because we built on an emergency bunch of additional factories. Polymers over here. We need some metal. It's being produced at the moment as we speak. Excellent. Before we can build... Excuse me. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Got a little itchy nose. Now there isn't much carbon here, and a lot of steel, so there isn't a lot of space or a lot of resources to build a lot of steel here. Sadly enough, so we have to try and do what we're doing with the limited amount of resources that we have. Okay, that already has all the electrons it needs. It just needs steel and polymers. I'm gonna put the polymer factory as in priority, because I think that we need the polymers before we actually need the maintenance facility. This is just a little bit, this is a little bit more important. Wait, where's the steel going? Bring the steel back here, come on. There's no road between these two, so he has to go all the way back and come back this way. That's what he has to do. Excellent. Okay, now we have the chemicals. 4 out of 6, excellent. There's a lot of it's going to go to the polymer factory, so we can technically start working on the food factory. Let's put that down over here. Can we put that down over here? I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put it right there, close to the ruins. That way, when we build the facility, Why does it need power all of a sudden? Is it out of power? We got 32. Oh, it's just out of reach. It's just out of reach of power. Okay, that's a shame. So let's put on another solar power plant here. We need that factory, the polymer factory, powered. So we can get this thing started, so we can build our maintenance facility, so we can actually repair our facilities. And let's see, what do we need for the... No, we don't... Do we need a drone hive? I don't want to build a drone hive. It requires parts. And then also some other stuff. I need the research outpost. It's going to take 2 aluminium, 2 steel, and 2 glass. I need it here. Let's put it down already. Let's plump it down. As soon as we have the food factory, we should start seeing that coming up. We also need the mine, the water extractor over here. We won't be able to do much without water. Can we build the water extractor over here as well? No, of course not. It's too close to everything else. Right, fine. Alright, with this solar farm over here about to be built, I think, what do we need for this thing? Aluminium and glass and electronics. We have a lot of electronics, I think. No, we don't. That's a glass can. Electronics, where are you? There you are. So we aren't producing anything yet because we don't have enough silicon. But we do have a silicon mine that's busy. We'll get there. We'll get there. Excellent. To keep an eye on this this place over here, we might get attacked again. See, in the last episode, we found out that, well, the last couple episodes actually, as a matter of fact, that Amy, the AI that I'm supposed to be playing, was actually in charge of the previous facility that we destroyed. So basically, we got attacked by ourselves, which makes sense, kind of, because, well, we are the only technological power on this planet, and I don't think there's anything else here currently that is capable of building the drones and everything that we use. And everything that they had was in the same style and same building scheme as our colony, so there had to be a connection. There's just no way. Alright, where is this stuff going? There's I'm seeing an electronics bit. Okay, it's coming here. Now, the maintenance facility can't get built until we have these polymers. So we need the solar farm up and running as soon as possible. I also need a worker hub over here, so we can speed up the transfer of materials, because currently we only have one and it's kind of overloaded. So it would be nice to have another one. Here comes the solar farm. Excellent. That will give us an additional boost of power. So we have 55 plus. Excellent. So we don't have to worry about power for a while. That will also turn the polymers factory on. So we should get that materials from the chemical plant moved here, get that polymers built, produced. This thing requires metal, steel. Are we producing steel? It needs carbon. We don't have much carbon, but our stockpile here is kind of full. But because we can't move stuff from there to there because we only have one little guy, production is put on hold. We need to have some more workers. If you have more workers, that will mean that things get moved around faster. That means you can also build faster. You can also produce faster. It speeds everything up. Currently, we're sitting at 33 out of 33 workers, which is excellent. We are maxed out. And when it comes to research, we can of course do the fastest roads, but they're kind of expensive. They take carbon and steel to manufacture these roads, and the fastest roads even more. But they do help speed up stuff. So I want to connect things up. So let's connect up to there. See, that works. Excellent. So we do have a lot of carbon over here, and we have a whole bunch of steel, so that shouldn't be an issue for this place. But the only issue that we have over here is the fact that we don't have enough electronics, which we are currently producing in large quantities because we have a lot of aluminium and stuff. Right? Just that silicon is going up, aluminium is going up. Perfect. That should be a perfect scenario for a whole bunch of electronics, but sadly enough, it's just they aren't keeping up. So I need to put at least one on high priority. I already have an electronics factory over here at priority, and it is producing. So I think as soon as we have the fission plant up, we should go for the factories level 2. This does speed up our electronics manufacturing twice as fast, and instead of 10 sols for production, it takes only 7 sols. It also has more. It gives the plant more of a boost in health, which is excellent as well. So now, as the planet is warming up, these seas over here should start filling up. Now we have kind of in a bad spot this research facility right here. Okay. The problem is that's going to go underwater in a bit. And our silicon mine over here that we want to build real badly because we need it is going to be in dire straits as well. As you can see, the water puddles are starting to fill up. So this will eventually get underwater, or basically just be underwater. So where are these people going? They're coming and they're going here. Why exactly? I don't have a research outpost yet for you guys. Where are you going? So I have 2 of these zeppelins. One over here and one over here. That are slowly making their way across to the third site. But I don't really have any way to host them. There's nowhere for them to stay when they get here. It's a bit odd. I guess we'll have to see. Now, with the worker hub here, we also need to make a manufacturer worker. To be able to do that, we need, of course, a factory and a... Where is this? A worker factory? And we have to make parts. So yeah, parts factory right there. The reason why I'm keep this colony a little bit more compact than the last time is because I want to keep costs down. What I've noticed in the previous colony, the big colony, is that if you keep your building spread out, you need more of these maintenance facilities, and they take a lot of materials to keep going. They constantly, every single of these drones keeps on breaking down. See how wobbly they are? They're not very satisfactory. They don't really last very long. So it's a tiny little bit sad. Okay, nothing we can do about that. How is this? Okay, we have 1 polymer, 1 electronics, and 2 steel. We just need 2 of each of those. This is starting to produce polymers. Excellent. Is this? We don't have the food factory yet, so there's no food yet for this research outpost. It's coming. It's coming. I think I'm going to put the priority on the research outpost and the food factory. That way we don't waste our precious resources on the water extractor over here. Which we technically also need, so I need that as well. Technically speaking, we need all of this stuff. We have a lot of carbon. Only question I have is, where is this carbon located? Is it here? Is it in the main facility, or is it in the secondary facility? Because I do have, of course, a link between this colony base and the main colony base. This is this highway in between here that is quite extensively used. But I'm not entirely sure if a lot of the stuff stays here, because, well, these guys can only carry one thing at a time, so a lot of this material, it takes a long time for it to move from site to site, which makes it, for instance, that we have, of course, we only need 2 electronics here, which is quite nice, of course, but the maintenance facilities also get a large part of that stuff. So we need more of these factories. Electronic factories. Put another one down. We'll get that built eventually. It's not like it's gonna be built like overnight. It's gonna take a while. Should we go for the carbon? How's this research part outpost over here? It's researching, but it has 0 food, 0 water. So as soon as it's done researching, it's gonna stop. It specifically needs that food stuff to be able to produce research points. What is going on with my maintenance facilities? Maintenance facilities aren't keeping up with the maintenance of my buildings. They simply can't manage. There's not enough material to keep going. It's a bit of a shame. I think that's why we need to have, as soon as this fission plant is done, we need to go immediately to the factory level 2. Because that way we'll be able to actually produce stuff faster. Twice as much stuff. It's currently what we need. I can put another electronics factory over here. The thing is that I'm constantly building more factories. Electronics factories and so on, those kind of things. But that means we have more buildings to maintain. So it's a losing battle, currently. Luckily we have a lot, these buildings can actually withstand quite a bit, so they don't, they're not going to be in trouble anytime soon. What, do we already have? You already have this many people here? How did that happen? Where? Oh, these zeppelins are just dropping people off. We currently have 950 maximum. Why is this thing going backwards? I mean, I know a zeppelin doesn't really matter which direction it goes, forwards or backwards. But get the animation so that it actually turns around. That'd be cool. We need food here though. These guys are not going to do any research until they get food. Food and water. Currently we need quite a bit more steel here at the water extractor level 2, which we stupidly let level 2 be plopped down on this bit of water here. Well, luckily it's the big splash of water. We also have this one with 3000. I'm thinking this is also the 3000. There was supposed to be 2 3000 ones. So I'm going to assume that these 2 over here are the big groups. Food factory will be up and running in a bit. Just need to get more metal, more carbon. This is funny that we have so much carbon. 111 carbon, more than anything else, and yet over here we're running low on carbon. There we go. Now it's producing some more stuff. Excellent. Keep it going. As if we can stop anyway. Alright, this is going okay. We can't really do anything else here, so we're gonna skip this part. and go over here. Now we do also have the option of doing a little bit of this stuff. So the aerobrake methane emitter into the atmosphere to release greenhouse gases. This would raise the temperature. Currently, it's dropping. It was at -6. Now it's at -7.5 degrees. If we have some more greenhouse gases, that would mean that more of the energy that we get from the space mirrors would stay in the atmosphere. And we're producing some oxygen, small amounts of oxygen. We are currently at 0.1 millibar. It's good. So we're not there yet. So how far are we with the ice asteroid? It's in progress. So there's an ice asteroid right here. Oh, let me zoom out a little bit. This ice asteroid is going to be put into a trajectory that it will crash into the planet, basically, and then release a whole bunch of water, which should raise the level of water to basically to the 400-meter mark that we needed. It's just a little bit of a faster way to get water onto the planet, but it means also that we'll lose a bunch more, especially these resources here. We'll be losing that. They are still available. Can we still build on them? Is that something that we can do? So that's a aluminium. Let's go. Can we build an aluminium mine over there? Underwater. So we have a red mark. It says underwater. So we can't really build there anymore. That's a shame. Right, we have the silicon mine over here. It's up and running finally. It's only got 900, but that's fine. We only need this thing to produce silicon, so we can get that to our electronics mines factories over here. This electronics business done. So I also want to prioritize some roads. I want to go all the way over down to there. That has to be done. So we get the silicon to our electronics factory faster. Everything else seems to be going okay. How's the repairs going? We're constantly battling damage in this game. I think that with the level 2 factory improvement, this should change a little bit. Let's raise the level there, because I need... the worker hub is only at 10%. If anything hits me, I'm going to lose a heck of a lot of buildings. Just get thrown right back to the Stone Age. Don't really want that. Although our electronics do seem to be going up quite heavily, quite significantly. We can turn you on now. Are you repaired yet? You're at 29%. So what are you doing? You're not doing anything. But we do have quite a bit of electronics. We don't have any parts though. Why don't we have any parts? Where's our parts factory? That's a polymer factory. That's a polymer factory. That's a chemical plant factory. Assault drones. Assault drones take parts, right? No, they take. That's a parts factory. Okay. It needs metal to produce parts. We have quite a lot of metal, so why can't we get that? See, our load is at 18%. That's just good. That means that we are definitely distributing the load amongst our little workers. We're currently missing this one little guy here. Yes, we have the fission plant. Provides energy via good old-fashioned fission. And we should be able to see the uranium mines now. Or at least be able to discover some uranium mines. I'm not exactly sure if... do we have any uranium mines here? I think we'll have to research those again all over again. I'm not even sure exactly how that's supposed to look like. It's supposed to be one of these green modules. A little green block. So how's it over here? We need food. This thing's almost ready to be built. Perfect. And Well, the water extractor needs a little bit more time. And then the maintenance facility needs steel and electronics. Okay, well, we'll get that sorted in a bit. We only have one little guy, and he's doing his best. Look at him. So the food factory will go up. There it comes. Excellent. Reduce priority on that thing. We don't need priority on that all the time anyway. Alright. And this thing needs input. Well, obviously it needs input. It needs food and needs water. We don't have water yet. Why? 66 out of 50. Why does it have so many people? Strange. Alright, now we need the water extractor built. So we don't need electronics here, we just need steel. Is this thing producing steel? No, it's not. We have lots of steel here, so let's raise the priority on this puppy so we can get that done first. We need that steel produced as soon as possible because we need that water for this research outpost. If we get the research outpost done, we get this request finished and we can start looking at other things. Why aren't you... Okay, you're building those drones now finally. Excellent. Oh, look at this. Building health is in the red by a lot of these guys. Put you on priority. I need you on priority as well. I think I'm gonna need you put you on priority as well. All of these things need electronics. I need this one on priority. It already has priority. Okay. Need to fix stuff, people. Come on. Everything else seems to be fixed over on this side. I wonder why. Why is my second base doing so much better than my main facility? My main facility should have a lot more resources. Maybe it's because it's too busy. What's the traffic like? Traffic seems to be quite heavy, particularly here. Strange. Now the way to get rid of some of this traffic is by making it a little bit faster, so we can travel faster through these zones. Right now at the moment this this area over here is a bit of a bottleneck. Drone hive. We've got another drone hive over here coming up. It's gonna take a while before that's done. We're not getting attacked anyway anytime soon, so it's fine. So 2 more metal here, please. It's being produced. Excellent. So if you give something priority, it does get the resources before anything else. Okay, my electronics is definitely going up. Parts is not. Electronics are. And our steel is suddenly starting to drop. Why is that? Are we not producing enough steel? What happened to all of our steel? Kind of wondering if we finished one of our steel plants or mines. This mine still has iron. Why aren't you getting the iron? So you have iron right here. Well, we'll have to get that sorted. It'll be fine. I think also because we're also using a lot of metal for these roads. They take two steel each, so it's quite expensive. Right, are we gonna get this? Yeah, this should be done. Okay, it's gonna take a little while. Well, it has a stockpile of 1 metal, so it should, the guy should be able to get it. There we go. Excellent. Now we can reduce the priority on this puppy and get the water extractor built. That should start our little cascade. How are we getting anything here? No, we're not. Where is all of his chemicals going? Oh, it's being stockpiled here. Okay, that's why it's happening. And this thing can't produce any food until it gets water anyway, so that's okay. Alright, excellent. We have a water extractor. This thing should start producing some water and get everything over to the food factory and provide water for the research outpost. Because it is a level 2 extractor, so it should extract twice as fast, and it'll also extract and produce water directly for these 2 buildings here. Should be fine. That's going okay, actually. I'm kind of surprised. Now, okay, next priority is the parts work factory. That parts factory, we need that up and running so we can get those parts made. So we can get the worker factory up and running. Because it doesn't really make sense to build this yet if we don't have the parts. It's also strange that we don't have this thing yet. So let's also put the priority on that. We also want that maintenance facility completed so we can get the buildings here a little bit more repaired. Well, what is our range? Are we still in? Okay, so that should be in range. All this stuff over here. We're still fine. Most damaged building over here is 65, 68% one, 69. So we still have a while to go before we need some serious maintenance, but let's just leave this off for now. We need the metal for this part, for the parts factory anyway. Then parts are also going to take metal to produce. So we will also need a archaeological scanner here. Right there. Now this puppy should start, as soon as it's built, start looking for more carbon in the area. If we want to turn this into a steel producing hub of our colony, we will definitely need to have more carbon here. And we can produce a lot of steel because we have like a big chunk of it right there. So that's a big block of steel right there. 4,755. That's going to keep us going for a while. Right, here we go. Water's being delivered to our food factory. Excellent. And now we need water to the colony. We need to get that research started. It's going to take 132 souls to do the research. It's quite a big chunk of time. Glass kiln is okay, doing all its things. Worker factory is also okay. We can of course also... What's up here? The fission plant. Alright. What does a fission plant need to be built? It takes uranium, which we don't have. It takes 10 uranium? Holy flip. It does produce 100 megawatts of power though. 10 aluminium, 10 electronics, 10 steel, and 10 uranium. Which of course we don't even have any uranium. Not exactly sure where we could get the uranium from. We need to find it first, and then we'll have to mine it. I don't have any uranium. Right, our water over this side by the main facility is okay. Food is also okay. It's stabilizing. It's not really great, but it's stabilizing. Water's doing okay. It seems to be going up and down. I think it depends on the seasons. It's the season. If you have a very dry season, then I don't know. Still have quite a bit of buildings over here that need to be repaired. Once we have this puppy up and running, I think that will be resolved. resolve the issue. We are getting some of these buildings are being repaired, but this is at 51%, 56%. What happens to the drone when it's finished with the repairing? Does it break? Does it go back to its hut? How many times can you use this drone? I'm not quite sure. The drone just disappeared, and we only managed to get 77% fix. So the drones only do around about 25% maintenance. So no wonder they can't keep up. Well, we have a lot of electronics. That's excellent. And silicon is it's a massive amount of silicon. Chemicals are also up. Excellent. So together with the polymers and the electronics, our maintenance facilities over the main plant should do pretty well actually. We have 6 water here and 2 food. Let's reduce the priority on this thing. It's already on maximum anyway, so it doesn't really make much sense to get more stuff there. It can't hold more water, can it? Wait, it can hold 6 out of 7? 7 out of 6? I don't understand that. Doesn't matter. So we need this parts factory built. We need some more metal for that. This thing is waiting for iron. Let's put the priority up on this thing. We can get that resolved. We do have a lot of material waiting here at these factories, right? The iron mine, the carbon mine, they're all waiting to offload some of this stuff. So if we just give it a little bit of time, this thing should be emptied of all its material, and that will give our factory
researching upgrades for the factories will increase their yield and lower maintenance costs.
Yes, it will. That's why I'm doing it. It's kind of funny that she always gives us a little bit of a hint of what technology we're supposed to be doing after we've chosen it. Typical. Alright, let's see. That is going to produce a heck of a lot of metal there. We already have... Well, it takes 2 iron and 1 carbon to produce 1 bit of metal, or steel, sorry. It's kind of an expensive process, but it seems to be pretty fast. As soon as we have this factory's level 2 researched, I think I'm going to upgrade the steel plants and the electronic plants. And we get some of that stuff done. And why aren't these guys researching? Does it need more food? Is that the case? Let's just get the amount of food that this place gets up to 6 and see that triggers this research thing. Right, there's the parts. Perfect. Now we should be able to get the worker factory done as soon as we have this parts factory started, I guess. We're gonna need how many are we gonna need? We're gonna need I think it's 3 parts here, yeah. So I think it's a part per machine, right? I will find out. Here comes some more colonists. Or are these people leaving? We do have a bit of an overpopulation problem over here. Alright, let's leave this this base for a little bit and go check out our silicon mine over here. It's kind of full. The road is built. Excellent. It's missing a little bit here. So why can't I build this further? Now let's put that additional road between here and there. Well, why can't I? What's going on? It won't let me build the road. Okay, that's kind of strange, kind of nasty. Why? I'm not quite sure why, but we'll find. We'll leave it like this, as is. Everything seems to be going okay. We're catching up with the damage. Our electronics are definitely going through the roof. It's good. It's because we have so many plants working. We have a lot of silicon. It's going okay. And we have, of course, our little biodome over here. Look at that. It's beautiful. You see little plants living inside, growing inside there. It's a little water distribution, little lakes. This is quite a large biodome, to be honest. If these are supposed to be trees, I would imagine the people walking inside there must be really tiny. This thing is quite big. Now, currently we only have one biodome, and this is producing O2 for us. Of course, we should build some more biodomes. Can we build another biodome? Yes, yes we can. Let's put another biodome over here. Maybe another one over here as well. Right there. Just a nice little biodome. It is very expensive. It takes 10 aluminium, 10 steel, and 10 glass, but we have that. We have loads of that. Well, maybe the glass will be a problem, but that's about it. The rest of it, it goes pretty fast. This is the aluminium level 2 mine. Okay, so it's been extracting at an incredible rate. So it's hilarious. Alright, now we'll keep going with the building of our third base site over here and get that research started. Is it started yet? Oh, we need one more food, a little bit of food, and then that research should get started. But what? So many people left already. I think they don't really like us there very much. It's fine. We need one more food. Are we producing some more food? I don't think we are. Need one more water. There we go. And well, we need a steel, and then we'll get these parts set up, so we can get this worker factory up and running. Let's put the priority on these things up. How much steel do we have here? 1. All right, excellent. That steel should be delivered to the parts factory. The parts factory will deliver the parts needed for the worker factory. The worker factory will allow us to build another worker once we have the worker hub up and running. Everything's a chain in this game. Anyways, if you enjoyed the episode, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. It's fine. I will see you guys in the next episode. We only have one more building to repair over here. That's the food factory, and then we will be well, we'll be golden again. Everything seems to be fine. We finally have things under control, which is great, I guess. Just need to get these little things here repaired. Anyways, we'll be doing that in the next episode. We'll be looking into getting the last little bits of the temperature is going up. It's good. Last little bits of requirements set for the stage 3 terraforming. And we'll see what happens to the planet. It's a lot of water already. And I think that this is only going to get like a lot. Mostly just worse. Anyways, have a nice evening. See you next time. Bye bye.